Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the policy course, BSN 380. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy and safe in our current pandemic. I'm not going to read the individual student competencies for you. For week 2, we are discussing advocacy this week. You can take a look at the student competencies, both the broad one and the weekly ones, and in the syllabus or on Canvas. But our assignment for this week is to discuss a family, some parents and their 5 children. The father is very ill. They live out in the country. They don't really have enough food or clothing, and the father is asking you to help him end his life so that his wife will be able to get his life insurance now. The assignment's asking you to describe the delivery of moral and altruistic care for this patient and his family, and describe how you would provide ethical standard-based care. So think about all of the resources that you would pull into this to help you after you do your initial assessment on what's going on with the family and the father. Who could you call in? What kind of resources in the community could you get in? And think about the ethics of it. I think that our current pandemic really fits into this discussion, not about this family, but this discussion about moral and altruistic care. When we think about things that are happening or could happen in this current pandemic, think about the issues that we've already been having with resources. Do we have enough resources? Do we have masks, the right kind of masks? Do we have enough ventilators? Do we have enough staff? Do we have enough staff that are prepared to work with people who are on ventilators? And what do we do if we don't? If we don't have enough vents, who decides who's going to get the care and who's not going to get the care? So really lots of things to think about there. Our insight paper asks you to talk about a family in the community who's recently migrated from another country. Describe the family members, the culture, their dynamics, and then talk about a member of the family that has a serious health problem and may not be receiving the correct care for it. Discuss the illness, the interventions, and the ramifications due to the lack of adequate assistance. Then go into how you would advocate to change the delivery of care for that patient and that family through healthcare policies. Think about legislation, laws, rules, and regulations surrounding their needs, and identify what actions need to be developed, changed, or modified to improve the health and well-being of this family member. Think about the advocacy process. Are there advocacy groups available to assist you? I read this book several years ago. It's called The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down. It's about a Hmong child and her family emigrated to America, and she has epilepsy. There's a clash between this family and the providers because they both really want what's best for the child, but because of the cultural beliefs and differences of the family, they're not really getting what they're supposed to be doing for the child. Anyways, it's a good read, and it really highlights problems that could happen with cultural and ethical differences. And then lastly, when we think about advocacy groups, nurses really are the number one most powerful group, I believe, for patients. And the old saying goes, if you're not at the table, then you're probably on the menu. So think about that. Who better than nurses to be involved with decisions that affect nurses and their patients and their communities? So as always, please reach out to me if you have any questions about the week's assignments or anything else. Let me know if you need anything. It's best to reach me through the email. If you'd like to arrange for a phone call, email me and we can do that. and I will see you online. Thank you.